Hello everyone, how are you doing? Join me for this live. I want to talk about cool stuff for you because I received a comment and I thought that that's very relevant. That's something that can bring confusion, and I want to talk about that for you. But where am I? Am I in Switzerland? No, I'm in one of the neighboring countries, France, and this is not Paris, but this is in the region Normandy. But this is beautiful. Let me show you around because I'm in a hotel where is just next to a lake. And today, as you see, the sun is behind the clouds and the cold breeze all around. So it's very relaxing, very soothing. The beauty of studying in Switzerland or in Europe is that the countries are next to each other and you can just take on a train or a very short flight going anywhere that you like. You can have breakfast in one country, lunch in another, and dinner in another one. So, what is the comment that I want to respond to it in this live? It's about the language certificate. If you need one before you apply for a PhD program in Switzerland, and if you need one, should you wait for the result? Until you get the result, you shouldn't contact the professor or submit your application. How should you really plan this journey? My friends, I've done my PhD studies at ETH, and based on my understanding, to the best of my knowledge, there is no requirement for the language certificate like TOEFL, IELTS, whatever that exists. It's not written in the requirements also, because when you go through the interview with the professor and the team, they evaluate your language skills. And for a PhD candidate, you need to have a good extent of language competencies so that you can do the or conduct your research and communicate clearly your research and everything else. That's why the interview itself will make things clear for them. So I want to keep some contingency for the programs or the universities or the field of studies that I'm not aware of, to say that almost all of the PhD programs in almost all of the universities, they don't need really like a certificate exam for you to prove your English competency. And if they need you to know any other language, for example, if the field is something like maybe something which concerns the society and needs you to go through the courses in the language of that region, maybe German, French, or whatever, that's exactly something that you need to go through the advertised position. They make it clear there. And if it's not there, or if there is no advertised position and you want to right away contact the professor and the team, you can make your question clear because you want to plan your process and you want to get ready, you want to know, you can ask them. Still, there is another good way that you can ask any question relevant to your PhD journey from the doctoral administration of that department. They are there and knowing almost everything about what you need. And you can just write a short, clear, to the point email with a clear subject to the email address of that doctoral administration office in that department, or even the university. You just need to find out the website and the contact information. So, to the best of my knowledge, almost no program, no university for PhD needs a language certificate for English at least. But it's good for you to do a comprehensive research based on that field, that university, that institute. The other part of the question from that person in the comment was that if now you need to wait for your certificate to be there, then contact the professors. Let's imagine, in a rare case, you need to have the certificate. Should you wait for that certificate to be out and then contact the professor? No. I recommend you not to wait, because you never know if there is some exception, or there is some condition, or there is some position that already suits your profile, and that professor can guide you through. So don't wait for things, because when you want to gain information, when you want to do something, it's always good to contact in advance, but with clear questions, with to the point mindset. Don't contact and ask all the backgrounds, all the 100% information that you can find on the websites from the professors. Ask the questions that also signals to the people that you know what you want to do, that you are the professional PhD candidate that they wish to have and work with. That's why it's really important how you structure your email, how you ask your question. And the question that you ask is really something that you are interested to know and you couldn't find anywhere else. Still, don't fall into the perfectionism. Don't be scared. People really, if they want to support and they are supportive and you can find out their attitude, you can also find and figure out these things through these communications. So at the same time, be cautious or be following that work of ethics that is nice, is professional to have, but at the same time be brave, courageous, and be confident in what value that you can bring to the table, and don't be shy. And I'm here to support you with whatever I know, the guidances, sharing the experiences of mine and others. So write me in the comments and everything, whatever you need. I will definitely post this live and you can write it in the comments for me. Now I'm seeing that I didn't rotate my camera. Sorry, this is the most convenient, but I will sorry about that. Let me show you the view that I have. This is the region Normandy in France. I'm coming for a vacation. I'm not in Switzerland. So you can see this hotel is just next to this lake, and it's very relaxing. You know, stopping here in these countries in Europe makes it really easy for you to travel and have a well-deserved vacation. So I just woke up and had my breakfast and thought that I want to answer this comment in this live. Thank you for being with me. Please communicate with me what you need, where are you at, and what is your next steps for designing your life. I want you to enjoy your life and not just look at others and think that, oh, they are privileged or they were lucky. I am non-European and I'm from Middle East, and I could make it happen. And if something is appropriate for your life, this will happen as long as you are patient and you are taking the right actions. I wish you all the best. See you in the next lives.